beautiful Aquarius, what's happening, what's crackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy, I'm for CancerMoonsTarot, coming at you guys with your June 2020 love tarot reading. I hope all is well. If so, let me know down in those comments down below. Keep in mind this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers that we got here on YouTube, okay? These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them how they resonate if they apply to your particular situation. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below. And you guys can also check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That is the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Nonetheless, Aquarius, I hope all has been well with you. Let's get on into your June reading and see what messages we got coming through. Messages for Aquarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout June 2020. What messages do we got coming through for Aquarian, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout June 2020. All right, Team Aqua, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. Let's see what we got going on. Aquarius, the overall energy for you guys this month is the Six of Cups. So you can be connecting possibly here with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Stepping into your current energy, you do have here the Five of Wands. The person you're dealing with is the Nine of Wands, and the outcome that's present is the Ten of Cups. So we're definitely looking at relationship issues or issues concerning a previous relationship, okay? Nonetheless, it does seem about a person you were with at one time. For some of you, you could have been engaged to this person. I felt the need to say that. But regardless of if you were engaged to them or not, it felt like there was a commitment involved. And this is what this reading is going to be talking about. The reason why I came up with that is the Nine of Wands minus the Five of Wands creates the Four of Wands. Therefore, what we're discussing is a relationship. Okay, so based on the current circumstances of the situation, you're the Five of Wands. Person you're dealing with, Nine of Wands. You have a lot of frustrations that you haven't worked out yet, and the person you're dealing with, they're hiding emotion. Point blank, period. So, you, I feel, have been very expressive. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean, Aquarius, that you've been expressive to the person you're dealing with about your feelings, but you've been very expressive to yourself. You've been allowing yourself to feel what you're going through, and this is the energy of going through the motions. You could be angry about the situation, you can be sad about the situation, you can be neutral about it. Your emotions tend to change a lot. And in regards to who you're dealing with here, Nine of Wands, the person you're dealing with, they're very much so burying their emotions on the inside. They're burying them deep, not communicating, not processing, pretending as if they're not there. So I feel that there is a history between you and another individual, and with all that being said, the history that you two shared was a powerful form of love between the both of you. But things did not necessarily work out how both of you intended, and I do feel like there is a lot of unresolved feelings that were not 100% talked through. Like I said, you have a lot of feelings that you're kind of processing on your own, Aquarius, but the person you're dealing with, they're not really acknowledging those feelings at all. So we're going to get a little bit deeper into this reading to gain a better perspective and understanding. The outcome here, though, was the Ten of Cups. So the outcome between the two of you could genuinely mean that both of you care still very deeply and still a lot for one another. So the Ten of Cups could represent that there's still feelings between you and this person, even if you're currently not in a committed relationship. And maybe that's one of the reasons why you guys are still going through the motions over a very hard or rough breakup. It's usually because both parties still care. Okay, so let's get on into it and see what we got coming through. Taking a look at the bottom of the deck, you already have the Star card here, which is good. So Aquarius, you are meant to hear this message. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'm going to take a look at how they feel towards you and what's going on with them throughout June 2020. Then I'm going to take a look at how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout June 2020. We'll see where energies are aligning, and then we will see the outcome, okay? In regards to who Aquarius is dealing with, how does this person feel towards Aquarius throughout June 2020, please? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout June 2020. How does the person that Aquarius is dealing with feel towards Aquarius? And what is going on with this individual throughout June 2020? All right, let's go ahead and take a look into your person's feelings. First card out is the Two of Cups. They're still present. They're still present. No matter how much they hide them, no matter how much they bury them deep down inside, person you're dealing with, feelings are very much so still present, okay? First card out too. Second card is the Five of Pentacles. And the third card out we have so far is the Hermit. Here's the thing. The person you're dealing with, they're choosing to distance themselves from you, yet they feel abandoned. That's not something that definitely makes sense. That's something that comes with irony. Whoever you're connecting with here, purposely choosing to distance themselves, yet they're the ones who feel lonely. They feel alone, and they still have romantic feelings for you. I feel like whoever you're dealing with right now doesn't know how to handle their emotions. That's one of the biggest things that we're seeing so far throughout this reading. The person you're connecting with, they don't know how to handle their emotions. They don't understand how to really process the breakup or disconnect that the two of you had. I think that one of the biggest reasons this person is choosing to distance themselves is the way that the connection ended. I'm not too sure how it ended just yet. I'll try to get into it in a little bit. But whoever you're dealing with, it's like they are the ones who are distancing from you, yet they feel so lonely without you. And it is a little bit of a contradicting feeling, but there's more to the story there with the person you're dealing with. We got here the World card. So you can be connecting with a fixed sign. You can be dealing with a fellow Aquarius, a Taurus, a Scorpio, or a Leo. With the World card coming into play, I think who you're dealing with feels that this connection is not something that can be mended or healed. And I think that that's something that bothers them. I feel like who you're dealing with doesn't really have a lot of faith that you two could work out your issues and your problems and have a new start at a relationship. It almost feels to me like the person you're dealing with doubts a successful reconciliation. So they're stuck in the process of still being in love with you, but keeping distance because they know or they believe that it's not going to work out. They feel like their best bet is moving on, but they find it incredibly difficult when they still care about you. That's kind of like your person's energy moving into the month of June. We also have here the Magician, and we have here the Six of Pentacles. So this person is like, if things could be good, if we both could be on the same page, if we both were in love with each other and we were genuinely ready to work on our problems and work on our stability, 100%, this person would want to get back together with you in a heartbeat. But for some reason, they're very doubtful of having a successful reconciliation with you. They just don't see that as being something that's possible. Four of Pentacles. They feel like both of you, not even just you, but they even feel like themselves. They feel like the two of you are kind of just too emotionally guarded. You guys aren't 100% vulnerable with each other during this time. So whoever this is you're connecting with, they feel like vulnerability is definitely a key. And considering that they're not super vulnerable with themselves, that's why they doubt the connection so much. You know, this could be a successful reconciliation. Any reconciliation could be successful, but it requires work from both people. It takes two to tango. At the end of the day, the reason why most reconciliations fail is that whoever this is, whether it's you or the other person, when you try to reconcile, it really depends on if you're both willing to put in the work. Unfortunately, most times it's one-sided, okay? So like I said, I feel like who you're dealing with in a heartbeat, if things were going good and you both were on the same page, they would reconcile with you. But they don't really believe in it. They don't really believe that they'll be vulnerable enough. They don't really believe that you'll be vulnerable enough. So the person you're connecting with kind of isn't having a lot of faith. That's kind of the vibe I'm picking up on, okay? Now, in regards to how you feel, Aquarius, towards the person you're dealing with, let's take a look here. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Throughout June 2020, how does Aquarius feel towards the person they're dealing with, and what is going on with Aquarius throughout June 2020? Let's take a look here. So, first card out is the Tower. I definitely feel like the disconnect between the two of you is something that's still very heavily on your mind. You've definitely been spending quite some time thinking about it. You may even be emotional when you do think about the disconnect or breakup the two of you had. It was definitely a wake-up call. It made you realize that the both of you had really serious communication issues that were never 100% expressed. And I think that there is a part of you that has wanted to fix this past connection for such a long time, that's wanted to fix this relationship for a long time, Aquarius. But in the end, the Empress here, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Pentacles, you really recognized that if there wasn't a lick of stability, there was no chance in fixing this. So there's a part of you here that really wanted to fix this relationship. You really wanted to nurture it. You know that you had love. You know the other person you're dealing with had love for you. But you recognized this connection can't be fixed unless there is a legitimate glimmer of stability, right? the two of us have to really put in that stability. We have here the Hierophant, the Hangman card, and the Death card. There is a part of you here, Aquarian, that feels that if you two were to get back together, nothing would change. And this is where we're kind of seeing a similar pattern between you and the person you're dealing with. And that similar pattern is that both of you have a lot of doubts about the two of you changing in regards to your communication, in regards to opening up to one another. That's where the doubts are kind of lining up at. You don't believe this person would change and open up and be vulnerable with you, and vice versa. They don't really believe that the communication will flow and be as stable as it should be. So both of you have a lot of doubts about this connection, and therefore, that's why it's incredibly hard for you to have a successful reconciliation. From what I'm seeing here, though, the love is still flowing between the two of you. The care is still flowing between the two of you. The thing is that it has to take two to tango. In regards to where energies are aligning between Aquarius and the person they're dealing with, let's take a look here. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout June 2020. Where are energies aligning between Aquarius, please, and the person they're dealing with? Let's take a look. Ten of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Cups. You guys both have a decision here. There could be stability between the two of you, but that would require effort and massive change on both sides. This means like both of you have to open up the lines of communication. The person you're dealing with, Aquarius, they need to be vulnerable. They need to express how they were hurt when things ended between you both. They need to express how they were feeling and what they were going through, and you need to express how you were feeling and what you were going through. Both of you need to have a very open and honest conversation about how you both hurt each other, about what was going wrong at the time before you broke up, and what happened when you did. And it has to be one of those conversations where you guys just fucking explain in a heart-to-heart conversation how the both of you truly felt. And with all that being said, there will be a choice, because the Eight of Cups could always be interpreted in two different ways. It could be interpreted as you two are walking towards each other and you are coming together, or the Eight of Cups can mean that you guys are separating and you're walking away. So at the end of the day, the choice is 110% going to be yours. But the main problem here was the communication between the two of you that was not fixed. As for the outcome that's present between Aquarius and the person they're dealing with, let's take a look here. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout June 2020. What is the overall outcome, please, between Aquarius and the person they're dealing with? We got here Page of Swords. Both of you are kind of thinking of the idea of wanting to get back together. Both of you are thinking about each other. We got here Four of Swords, thinking about each other while still not in contact, still not in communication. And then we have here Seven of Pentacles, and we have here Seven of Wands. Both of you guys throughout the month of June are dawning on the question of, I want to reinvest back into this person. You both want to reinvest back into each other, but both of you find it very burdensome when neither of you kind of work up the courage to be able to do so. It's like the two of you still care. The two of you have these feelings, but neither of you reach out first because you're scared of it not working. There's a lot of fear here, and there's a lot of doubt here in this type of connection that the two of you share. You know, in my personal opinion, the past is the past. You can't change what's happened. I definitely think you should talk about it. I definitely think you should understand each other's point of view of what you guys are both going through, what you guys are both experiencing. But the present moment is a completely different moment than what happened in your past. And I think you two, if you both really want to give it a go round, you gotta be honest with each other, have those conversations about what you both were experiencing back then, and really say, you know what, it's time for a clean slate. It's time to have open and honest communication, to explain each other's feelings and listen deeply and be, incredibly understanding of each other. And with all that being said, give yourself a clean slate with this person. Drop the past after you both talk about it. Heal it, mend it, drop it, let the past go, and continue something new. Rebuild from ground zero. Stability, even if it's not the most stability. All you're looking for here, Aquarius, is just a drop of stability, right? The Knight of Pentacles is not going to turn into the Ten of Pentacles overnight. But the Knight of Pentacles, it's a start, So from what I'm feeling here so far, Aqua, you want a start with this person. They want to start with you. This person's scared, and they fear, and they doubt the connection would work, and you fear and doubt the connection would work as well. But ultimately, it's all about perspective. Take a look at that Eight of Cups again. You guys could either walk towards each other, or you guys could walk away from each other. We could also say, in regards to perspective, you guys can both believe that it will never work, or You can let go of that belief and simply let two people tango. Let two people put in the effort, let two people put in the work, and give it a shot this time. Be open and honest with each other. And if both of you get on the same page, aka the Six of Pentacles, then there is an opportunity of a reconciliation being present. With the way that things are being planned out though, at least for now, throughout the month of June, it seems like both of you here are beating around the bush. Both of you want to talk to each other. Both of you are thinking and watching each other, but no one's making the move. At the end of the day, I'm reading based on what's currently happening. It doesn't mean the outcome can't change. In tarot, outcomes can change all the time, depending on what it is that you do. Aquarius, if you still love this person, and damn well if you know they still love you, shoot them a fucking text. Say, hey, let's talk. Let's talk about what happened. I want to explain how I feel. I want to understand how you feel. I want to have a common understanding, and maybe we could see if we can make this work, you know? And if there's a cross-watcher here who still loves their Aquarius and knows their Aquarius still loves them, then shoot that Aquarian a text, you know? At the end of the day, it takes two to tango, and I think that if one person decides to come out of the woodworks and really takes the time to invest in this, it's all going to be about perspective. Put some faith in this connection. Put some belief in the fact that you two can work things out. And I think you'll see a major difference. To be quite honest, I think you'll then see a successful reconciliation. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing here for you, Aquarius. Of course, at the end of the day, it's your life, it's your path, it's your journey. For those of you that resonate with this, that's cool. For others of you that are going to be like, oh, I still don't have feelings for my ex or something like that, this isn't your reading, so don't feel like applying it to yourself. It's totally okay. You know, better luck next time. But for those of you that this does resonate with, like spot on personally, I think that one of you guys have to make the move, and it's not worth really waiting on, especially considering that you and this person still have feelings right now and things are still pretty high and dry. So, you know, you can give this a shot. It's better than there being no feeling at all and trying to go back into this, right? So speak your truth, Aquarius. Have this open and honest conversations. Get your feelings all out on the table. Get all the cards out on the table, you know? Considering I have all the cards here, right? Get all the cards out on the table. Communicate, talk as much as you can. And remember, it's not going to be the 10 of Pentacles overnight. You're not going to be incredibly stable with this person overnight, but it's a start with that Knight of Pentacles. So slowly and surely, rebuild with this individual. You know, I know there's people that hate the idea of reconciling with someone, but reconciliations can be successful. They just require work from both parties. So there is no such thing as reconciliations can't be successful. They sure as hell can. But you got to be willing to put in the work. You got to be willing to listen to one another, and you got to be willing to believe in it. Okay? Thank you so much, Aquarius, for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it resonates, please let me know down in those comments down below. Have a lovely, amazing, and awesome rest of your day, and I will catch you guys for your June 2020 mid-monthlies, all right? Much love, guys, and peace.